Well, it just so happens now that it's done, we had a gentleman from Florida who saw the bike, he liked the bike, and he saw some of our other videos, and he decided he'd like to build a really nice bike out of this. So now there's a lot more to tell about this story in another couple months to come here, because we're going to do a total redo on it. Okay, Dave, I was at a guy's shop last night and I was thinking about you. He had had some old stock laying around. This is a Kirker header, and I'm almost sure this will work on your motorcycle. It's brand new. It's had some damp storage, so I'm going to look into all this. But I'm going to get it. I'm taking this to the powder coater. This is a brand new Kirker, but somebody robbed the back out of it. So I'm going to try to locate. Well, number one, I'm going to make sure it fits your motorcycle. Today we're going to pull the old exhaust off and try this. So we're going to see about getting the chrome stripped, and then do this like in a black ceramic or something like that. And let me know your thoughts on this here. Chrome's pretty nice on this, but anyway, this stuff's been sitting in this guy's warehouse for a long time. Now if you look right here, you can see we still have the protective tape right here on the Kirker, made in USA by Super Trap. So this is a really nice system when it came out. So we're fitting the exhaust pipe just to make sure it's the right one for the motorcycle. And everything fits perfect. This is actually new, but never been on a bike before. So we got it hanging here with a cord. So we're gonna probably, I'm not exactly sure, probably make a bracket for it coming off here or something. I'm not sure I will do it exactly, but we'll make you a nice bracket coming off here. I have some Kirker mount kits still that I never unpacked, and here you've got the decal still on.
So you're going to leave that chrome?
Yeah, the tail. We're talking about leaving the tail section chrome from here to here.
Yep.
And we're doing this in ceramic.
From there forward.
Yeah, it's a two-piece pipe. Okay, here's our gas tank that we're getting ready for you. I want to show you, it's been sitting here for about 4 hours, well, about 10 o'clock this morning. So if you look inside the tank here, we've got the stuff. It's really clean. There's a little bit of stuff floating at the top, nothing really to write home about at all. And also the main thing that I was concerned about was it leaking. It does not appear to leak because we've got it sitting on this perfectly dry table here. It's been sitting here all day and it's not leaked. So we're gonna let this sit until tomorrow morning around 9 or 10. And then we're gonna clean it out and send it to you. I think you got a great candidate here for a paint job. As long as your body man can, fix small dents and stuff. I'm going to put a set of emblems on it. That way you're going to know exactly where he has to be to make it perfect the way that you want it. I found a candidate here to polish the whole thing out. I had found like 4 or 5 of them, but I couldn't find any good ones. Everything was gooned. And the trouble is, if you look right here, you'll see how this has got the raise right here. That's KZ1000 only. Z1 is smooth. So anyway, in the meantime, while we're waiting on stuff, I'm going to send this out and get this polished, the whole thing as you requested. And I personally degrease this one and everything myself, because a lot of times you have imperfections here where you can't see the line, where someone ran an oil cooler or something like that, and a lot of times these holes here will be oblonged or something like that, or cracked. So I personally checked this one myself on everything here, and everything is like totally intact and it's never been touched. And also, if underneath here is good, a lot of times you'll see where they had the cams, they would grind them out here so the cams have clearance. So this is a stock one. It's never been on a hot rod motor. So we're going to get this one polished out for you. Now the next thing I got to talk to you about is I found a decent cylinder head. We're going to clean it up tomorrow and take a look at it. But I took an old motor part that I had sitting around, and the cam's bearings feel pretty good just by feeling them. So I think it's going to be okay. Now, there's no broken fins, and if you look at the oil that was in this, you can see it's clean. So this was taken care of, except someone painted it black, obviously. But there's no broken fins anywhere. So one of the exhaust studs came out when they took the pipe off of it. But outside of that, I mean, this is nothing that we'll just put another one in there. But no broken fins. Now, we took the cam buckets out of it and we marked them. So this is going to make our job a little easier. So every one of these is marked. Okay, so you mark them as we took them out. So when we go back, put them together, they're going to be good. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be good. And of course, this is going to come. This head has the original towers and the bearings. And actually, the cams look fantastic. So we've got all the caps, all the bearings. So I think we've got a good head here. The only thing I want to do tomorrow is I want to take it and I want to pop the valves out. Now, and I just want to make sure there's no issues. You've got some rust from it because it's been sitting, but we can always change the guides if necessary. And we're going to check the valves to make sure we got a good margin on them, everything. Maybe we'll change some valves, maybe not, I don't know. But I'm going to take it apart just to see if I have any issues with anything cracked or anything like that. Because we'll take it and get it vapor blasted, and then this will look good, you know. But there's no broken fins, so this will take the place of the broken fins. That'll save everybody a lot of time. And this all looks good. Usually where the tachometer drive goes in right here, you see this bolt. Well, underneath, a lot of times they crack right there, then they leak real bad. So this looks like, I think we're in pretty good shape. And I mean, we got some dirt in there and stuff from it sitting, but always you get a little bit of dirt on the exhaust side anyway. So we're going to take this apart tomorrow. We'll take the valves out, number them, and then we will see where we're at with it. And I think while we're getting everything ready for you, I'll just get this all vapor blasted nice, and then it'll either be ready for a valve job, and we'll have it sitting on the shelf ready to go. And I think the cams are stock. Of course, we got the tachometer drive is right here. You can always tell the exhaust cams because you got the tachometer drive usually. Unless it's a hot rod, then they don't have that. But anyway, I think these are stock cams. I don't see any markings on them. And this all looks stock, so I think we're going to be okay. We inspected the head, took everything out of it, and we'll do a complete valve job on it. There's no broken fins, there's no cracks. We got the original caps, so that we can make this a really, really, really nice head. So we're going to get this vapor blasted, and then we'll get it back and see how it looks, and we'll do a valve job on it. So as we did show you earlier, we marked the valves just because that's how we do stuff, we take it apart. But anyway, these are going to be the correct buckets right here for the head, and they look absolutely mint. I believe this bike that we took the head off of had 12,000 miles on it, I think. Actually, it had 25,000 miles on it. However, we do, as I was talking earlier, we have the right cam towers and stuff. So all this is going to be nice. It's going to be just like it came in. Then we're going to go through all this stuff, obviously. But anyway, we're going to make a nice motorcycle here for you. So we're going to send the head out first thing in the morning. Okay, thanks. Okay, Dave. Just got back from the polisher and picked up a few things yesterday. So I just wanted to show you the clutch cover that we had polished for your bike. Pretty nice. And here's the oil pump cover. This goes on the left side inside the clutch. And here's the dyno cover. Stuff's nice. Okay, just thought I'd show you that. Take care. For you too. Okay, this is the cam cover for your bike polished. That's pretty nice. I think you'll like this. Very nice. Then these are our cam cover bolts that we make. This is really nice. My next question to you is, we use these billet cam cover ends right here. So my question is, do you like black or do you like silver? Let me know your thoughts and we'll go from there. Not a big hurry, but just something we need to know. This isn't the pan off your bike because I didn't really take it apart yet. However, this is a seat pan that I had, and this is the absolute best seat pan I've ever seen used for one of these bikes. Still got the decal on the bottom, the caution. Of course, this is all going to disappear when we do the powder coating of it, but this is for your 77 KZ1000A. This is the first year on the KZ1000A that they used the seat stay right here. This is where the bar comes. The holes are absolutely perfect for the threads. Usually these bolts all bust out. This is nice. This is original paint still. Of course, we're gonna get the foam off and everything, but I'm going to go to the powder coater with it tomorrow. I was on the phone with Kirker today. They no longer carry those baffles, but the guy got back today and he told me he was looking for some baffles. So we're going to come up with one way or another, but they're going to look in their shelving or whatever, see if they can laying around, and he said he'd help us out. Okay, David, we received your brake parts today, so we haven't opened the box yet, but we received it. This is the cylinder head that I'm exchanging the other one with. I just got it back from the powder coater. They vapor blasted it, but I'm not quite satisfied with it. Okay, and I don't think he would be either. You know, I'm kind of picky about everything here. They didn't get these areas right here. I wanted these. I need my stuff done nice. This is nice, but it's not. But see this paint right there and stuff. This will fit your motorcycle, but just so happens to be off of a Z1R head. But they're all basically the same. So anyway, I'm going to send it back to the powder coater, and I'm going to have them clean this up. And inside here, there's some fins and stuff that they didn't get quite, and I kind of wanted to get that a little bit better. These guys are great guys, but sometimes they miss some stuff. So I'm just showing you. But it's a nice head. Very nice. I mean, of course, when we put the valves and guides in here, we're going to, recut the seats. But as you can see, there's absolutely no damage to this head whatsoever. So we're gonna run this. I just opened it up out of the box today. I just got it back, so I'm kind of showing you. But anyway, we're gonna get it a little bit better if we can. The intakes, everything is perfect. This is a perfect head. And if you look inside here, you can still see the castings. See how it's kind of rough? That's an indication that the head's never been flowed. And we don't like flowed heads. So this is a really good start. So this is pretty cool. However, I'm going to have my wife go back down with this and get this touched up again because there, you can see a little bit of paint there, and everywhere I look I see a little bit of paint, so I kind of want to get it a little better than it is. So anyway, that's where we're at. I sent your seat pan to you, which turned out to be a gorgeous seat pan. David, how about these beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic wheels? Buchanan stainless spokes, polished the hubs. I'm getting ready to make a dual kit for this. I'm gathering up rotors, and I got some ideas I want to talk to you about here. Wonder if you're interested in maybe some fancy rotors. So I'll talk to you about that. But anyway, here it is. Looking good. We're getting ready to start rebuilding your front end here. We'll go over this a little bit at a time. This is the brush touch for the front fork. So if you're satisfied with that, I'm satisfied with that. That'll be pretty good. So whatever you like. So that's step one there. As you can see right here, we got dual disc on it now. This is the front, this is the rear. So we got a couple regular rotors on it. Now this is still your old stuff, so this is already replated and stuff here, and this is new here. So that's all cool. Now we make these new, so this will look a lot better. We're gonna rebuild the calipers and send them off to the powder coater today. And then we're gonna replate everything inside it. I use Kenda tires. If you have another preference, let me know, but I think the Kendas are pretty cool. The top clamp is already powder coated, so that'll save you some time and stuff, money there. This is all new when we put the bike together, these bolts. This bolt right here is one of our bolts. That's all redone, so that's won't cost you anything. We are missing one of these plugs right here. And when I first put the bike together, we put the Timken bearings in it. So we're going to try to peel these off and save them. I think we can. So here's now I'm going to put the new bolts here, clean this up a little bit, and I'm going to get this powder coated to match this. Now, what I need to know is, what's your preference for handlebars? Now, keep in mind right here, these wires here go through the handlebars. We got to replace these bars because they're just not nice. So we can use these switches still. Now I can't sell you aftermarket switches as good as what you got here, and I really like these switches. So what I need to know, are the grips okay? The throttle cable that is kind of gooned right here. I'm going to put a bigger master cylinder on, so I'm going to take yours on trade because yours was brand new on the bike when I got it for you. So I'm going to put a 5/8 master cylinder on it because we're running the dual calipers now. So with that being said, we're going to make steel braided lines. Do you want black ones? Do you want stainless? Yeah, stainless style. Do you want any color to a certain degree you want? We can help you. This is a powder coated perch right here that we're going to put right here. So that, I mean, you can see the difference. The stuff is nice, and we can clean these up so they're pretty nice. I recommend staying with these. This is nice stuff. And then we're thinking about buffing out the lever a little bit, and this is the adjuster that we make here in the States. Now this adjuster is not 100% correct. It's correct because we got the line right here, but the nut should be bigger, but believe me, this will work just fine. And then of course the switch goes right here, and of course we'll get new bolts, everything on and on. But I just kind of want to show you what the stuff does look like. This is actually a little gooned right there too. So anyway, we got that going on. But anyway, we're on it, and in a little bit here I'll show you some pictures of your meters that we had redone. Okay, The meters are cool. So this is all rebuilt. Now what we're gonna do is we've got the bottoms that screw into here. So we got some powder coated bottom black ones we're gonna put right here. These are nice gauges. I mean, this is nice, and this is nice with the white inlay and everything. That's correct. Gorgeous tack. So anyway, I just want to show you your meters, and we're trucking, man. We're trucking. Okay, thanks. We're starting to gather up some stuff here. So we got your frame. We got it down off the shelf. We've powder coated left and right side front calipers. Here's the hangers. Here's the rear caliper, swing arm, and here's the frame. And I don't know if you remember, but we had a big hole in the tail section that they drilled through here. So we've repaired all this. This is all looking good. This is a nice frame with no pits anywhere. It's just super clean now. Get your wheels together here. Got your Buchanan stainless spokes. Got the new rims, polished out hubs. Looking good, looking real good. Kenda tires, looking good, looking real good. Okay, David, we're just getting finished up here for the night. Obviously we have two of these because we're gonna run dual. These are your old wheels actually. So let's do this. Let's do a before and let's do an after. What do you think about that? I mean, of course you got the beautiful wheels that we've done already for you, but these are made by ABC and these are happening. This is cool shit. Excuse me, this is cool stuff. So I like this, but that's up to you. And then here's the rear. So let's do a before and after. I mean, your stuff is kind of borderline-ish, but anyway, here's the before and here's after. So I think that's pretty cool. So tell me what you think. I'm going to try to, now it looks like we're a 1/4 inch shorter all the way around, but I'm going to look into that because they say this will work on this motorcycle. So anyway, I just think this is the coolest stuff, and I think we can make this work. Got your bike on the lift. Starting to put the chassis together. Motor sitting over there. So these are the drilled rotors. This is clean. I like this. These are your redone lower legs. All the stuff is replated. This is totally top notch. We still got a little bit of rash on the front fender here. It doesn't look that bad, but if you wish, we can do something with it or replace it, but it's not bad. This little area right here. Your choice. We got all these brackets looking pretty good. We're gonna run, we're running dual disc. So we're gonna put the calipers behind. Then we're gonna have the cable right here. So here will be where your lines will be going through here, and then your speedo cable is gonna go through here. So we added another bracket on there. Okay, we got the sticker on the frame here. Got all new bearings, the dust shield, jam nut. This is all replated stuff. This is our stuff right here, the handlebar bolts and everything. We put the stock Z1 handlebars on it. This ought to be pretty cool. Now, if you have other ideas about bars, we're happy to do it, but this is a good starting point because we have so much stuff that's set up for that, you know. But this is a good base. I like the way that they feel. So your choice. All nice powder coated stuff here. The frame's looking good. These are the shocks that we came up with. with the black springs. We got our bolts on the bottom here. I've replated axle and everything here for the swing arm. So this is looking pretty good. And of course, here's your cases and stuff over here. Now I got a powder coated splitter here because we're running a dual disc. So this is all done, and this is going to come down here like so. So this is pretty cool. Well, actually it's going to go like this. I had it upside down. So this is the switch and the line coming out. So we're gonna have that set up. That's pretty nice. I got a replated clutch perch for you, which is gonna be cool. And then we're gonna run these EBC FA33 pads. Now I have one small problem here. We ordered the brake rotors. However, we're about 3/8 to 1/2 inch too short on the rotor. I thought that this rotor I ordered would be the right one, and it wasn't. So I just sent a genuine rotor to EBC to see if they could make me one. You got a few lines here. I got a lot better one here we can put on it temporarily, just in case we don't get this in stock. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. So here's your rear wheel. This is about ready to rock. So let me know your thoughts. If there's anything that we're doing you don't like, let us know. I did look at your paint job. It's pretty cool today. The grips are kind of modern. We'll put them on if that's what you want. They're kind of modern for me, but we'll see. It's up to you. This is the rear brake setup. I mean, the stock one, it's okay, but it's not really okay. But this is happening. So we're gonna mount this. Hilo's done a bunch of these. This is cool. But this is gonna mount underneath here when you got this reservoir here. This is where the stock one went. So he's gonna use this to a certain degree, but this will all be cool. You'll like this. So we got that. Now I sent the rear brake rotor to EBC to make me one. So I'm waiting on that. The one that we thought was going to work in the book was about 1/4 to 3/8 inch too short all the way around. So EBC's pretty cool. We have a really good working relationship with them. So they're going to build one, and then perhaps we're going to market it after they build it. So this is all good. Got some more progress on the motorcycle. I was gone a couple days, and Hilo put the bottom end together, put the motor in the frame. So we'll start here at the engine. Well, actually, let's start at the bolts. All the nice replated stuff right here. This is cool. I mean, this is really cool. This is nice, the vapor blast thing. You got the Wiseco pistons. We got a nice head gasket and stuff that came with the kit. Now, also, we have these used coils on there. You got a dyno already on the right-hand side. Do you want to put dyno coils on it? There's an advantage to that. If you do put the dyno coils on it, then we can, you have your option on some wires and stuff. These are the older wires that are on it. This is the original stuff. But it's just a nice option if you're going to go that distance with it. Got the nice original bolt here for the engine. Then, you know, this is clean. Everything is really, really clean. So we're still waiting on the rear brake rotor, but so far, so good. No troubles. If you come to this side of the motor, you'll see how nice everything is. You got the right stuff here. You got the right stuff here. Here's that master cylinder we were talking about for the rear. There's your cams. Everything here is going to be pretty nice. Here's your covers for the motor. You know, whatever's good, we'll put the good on. Whatever's bad, we'll replace, obviously. Hilo still wants to go over all your cam chain stuff and everything, and we're gonna get rid of these nasty bolts that were on it and stuff, and make sure everything's at minimum this condition. This is the late style stuff here where it's sloped here at an angle. And if you look over here, you'll see this Wiseco gasket we were talking about. And then we're going to put the EBC clutch springs in it and the EBC brakes. This is all cool stuff. So I hope you like everything you see, and we're coming right along here. Okay, any questions, call me. All right, thanks. Okay, so motor's looking good. Here's the cams and everything. So he's gonna put the valve cover on stuff. I got your message, so we'll get you the Dynacoils. The Dynacoil wires are usually like a grayish black. They're pretty cool. Got your meters on. This is looking pretty good. This is really looking pretty good. Got you the key set up with the lion's head on it and stuff. This is all pretty cool stuff. So now we got the new the lock down here for the steering that comes up. As you can see, the pin comes up here in the frame. We're kind of going overboard on doing it, but if you want a nice one, this is going to be a nice one. So we still got to put the clutch together. We're going to put the EBC clutch in it with the springs. We're going to put the Dyna on it here. We'll get the Dyna coils. So just it's the end of the day, so we're going home. But I just kind of wanted to show you the gist of how everything is just really starting to come together here. So I hope you like what you see. We'll be getting with you soon. We're waiting on the brake rotor to come back from EBC. I ordered a fender for it. So Kawasaki's out. I'm ready to get an aftermarket one, but I think you're gonna like this motorcycle. I like it. Okay. We got the Dyna lower ignition on it. Look at these beautiful covers. A little bit of dirt right here, but we'll get that off eventually. Look at the covers. So nice. Nice covers. And we put the EBC clutch plates in it. These guys make the brakes, they make the brake rotors. This is all just, this is total top of the line stuff. And we also have EBC springs in here too for the clutch. This is all cool stuff. So he's got new intake manifolds on it. Obviously the tape won't stay on it, but anyway, got the bracket here. All this is good. Nice. Very nice bike. Nice bolts. Everything's looking good. So just thought I'd show you this one and see what you thought about it. We'll go to the other side and we'll take a look. The spokes and the Kenda tires and the shocks and everything, this is all cool stuff. And also, of course, we're going to change this up, the side stand. We got the nice replated guard right here. Got the new Sunstar sprocket. Got a new lock on here, new nut. This is cool. This is totally cool. If you want to take a sneak peek right here, you see the new screws and stuff holding the manifolds on. Got your cam chain tensioner in and everything. This is nice. Very nice. So if you got any questions, we're going to be pushing the deadline to get to Florida. I'm not sure if we're going to get her done or not, but it sure would be nice when we get the brake rotor. And anyway, we're going to have to fit the pipe and everything, which the pipe will get fitted after we do all this. And then we have another company that sells chain to us. It's called EK Chain. The chain is knockout. I'll have to show you a picture of that later because I'm not sure where it's at right now. But anyway, just going to show you where we're at. I love your motorcycle. It's looking good. It's even got a Nico horn on it, which was this is all the cool stuff. Nice bike. This is the dyno cover. This can go on your bike. This is really, KZ1000 was really thick here. And it had the arrow coming out like that. This is for the KZ1000. This is your beautiful stator here. This is really nice stuff. And then this is the rubber grommet. This grommet right here goes in here to keep the oil from coming out. All these bikes that leak on the right side, it's usually this is the problem right here, this rubber. So it's got the ridge right here and it fits right in. So anyway, I just want to show you how knockout gorgeous this is. This is a harness. We repaired all this. We buy this from Japan. And this is really cool stuff. Get the nice little wires and stuff right here. So this is a nice harness. We're going to work on this harness too. But anyway, for right now, we're going to work on this harness. And we'll have a lot more stuff done tomorrow when he works on it. Hi, David. It's getting towards the end of the day on Thursday. Just kind of wanted to show you where we're at. Got the nice dual stock lens. Wiring's nice. Got your lamps on here. Get a little more progress on the reservoir. Got the 5/8 master cylinder, new boot. These are black steel braided lines that Hilo made custom for you. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Mint, perfect. So anyway, it all takes a bunch of time, it is what it is. But I just wanted to show you all the nice handmade stuff that's going into this. And we got your powder coated perch, nice lever. Then the cable's all nice and mounted in here and everything, right inside the loop where it goes. Everything's gonna be kind of hidden, you know. There's a lot of work to it, but we're trying to make it look like the stuff's not there. So you're not gonna get. This is so nice and tucked. This is so nice and tucked over here. So there's no distractions. You know, you're not gonna get this caught on something or something. This is the way you're supposed to build them. And like I said, we got the header on. Now we have a little trouble here. We tried to make the Kirker header fit. We have the black Kirker on there right now. And I just got off the phone with Kirker yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So now what we're talking is he's going to try to send me another tip, because the tip that I had wasn't the right for this. It didn't have the right bend. We could have made it work, but we weren't going to do that on your motorcycle. So we're supposed to get another end cap today or tomorrow, and we're gonna make everything right. We'll figure out something that's perfect. And we got the covers on. We got the kickstart cover on over here. This is all nice polished stuff. So this is as clean as it gets. This is a beautiful hot rod. And now we're getting ready to put your tail section on and stuff. So we'll have some more photos for you tomorrow. We got our cat spaded, so my wife's got to leave early today. So anyway, we're going to see if the bar clears. Excuse me. We're going to see if this bar clears the seat today too. And here's a nice battery box. This is not your battery box. This is another one we're going to exchange for you. Very, 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 very little pitting here. This is cool. This is nice. So this is a lot better than what you had. And here's where you're going to be. This is your beautiful paint. So we're gonna have to refit this because the tail section doesn't want to sit level with it. So I'm glad we got lots of time. We're gonna make it perfect. The tail section is a little bit high for what you got going on here. So we're gonna, it's all good. We'll have all the miracles done for you tomorrow.
Fast start.
Hey, David. Okay, we got your bike fired up. We're waiting for some gas tank emblems, and the brake rotor is going to be a concern. It doesn't look like we're going to have the brake rotor in stock for maybe at least a month because they're making it in the United Kingdom. So we need to talk about that. Maybe we should put it back together with a stock rotor, and then when it comes we could send you the rotor or whatever you want to do. So we're gonna do a few more things. We're gonna get you some nice straps for the bars. We do not have the safety switch hooked up for the clutch where you usually have to pull it in. That's no big deal. It's just one more thing to go wrong with it actually when you think about it. But we got a new fender on it, brand new fender. Gauges are nice, the motor's nice. We did not, obviously it doesn't have the chain on it because we want to do all that at the same time. Paint looks good. I'm waiting on a gas tank emblems and another side cover emblem, but if you want to hear it run, we'll start it up for you, see what it sounds like. Hey, Hilo, which way is on this thing? On? Okay. Gas is on.
Need to choke.
Motor is perfectly cold. So it's like 50 some degrees outside right now, low 50s. So we got the choke. Choke is up, it's on. Bike's perfectly cold. So far so good. This is the first time we're gonna run since we got back. Sound good? So anyway, we probably should put a stock rotor on it for now, and then when the other rotor comes in, we can probably do something with it. But I just wanted to show you where we're at with it. That's nice. I'm not sure if the jetting's right or not, because we haven't ridden it, but boy, all the good signs are there. Okay, I can smell a new motor. All right, David, we'll stay in touch. Okay, it's about 55 degrees, so we're gonna do some test runs on these motorcycles. Here we have Sweet Georgia Cow. We'll put some time on this one. And over here, we have the bike that we call Celina Blue. So we're gonna go out and test drive them and see what they're all about. And our goal is to get 100 miles on them the next 2 days. So this ought to be something bright for everybody through these hard times. Okay, thanks. This is a black pingle fuel valve. We're gonna put this on reserve right there. We're gonna put the choke on. This motor's really cold. Clutch in. I think this could be perfect also. This is a nice bike here. Well done. Okay. Well, I don't know which one I'm going to ride, which one my wife's going to ride, but I kind of like this one, but I kind of like that one. First little road run. Got 16 miles on the bikes. Got a little bit of mid-range issues with it, I think. We've got... has a little hard time coming off the needle of the main jet at low RPM. And it's idling a little high, so I'm gonna adjust the idle. And clutch cable stretched out a little bit, so I lost a little bit of free play there. And here we are at Colony. American company, it's all good, it's all good. And you can see this motor here is just oil tight, there's no oil coming. I didn't see any smoke, did you?
Nope.
No smoke. Goes through the gears, everything is good so far. So we're gonna ride her home and then check it out a little bit more. Tires are average, warmth probably. Bike runs perfect. We got the brake lights flashing off and on. We don't know why, so we'll figure that one out. So it's always best to ride these. I like to put 100 miles on them, just because you know, if something happens to it, it's on us, not the customer. That way we never have to tell him we had a problem with him if it's perfect when he leaves. If that makes any sense. So as I was talking about, this picked up a little idle. So anyway, where you adjust the idle on these is right here on below. There's a knob. If you look at my middle finger right here, you'll see a knob. That's where you adjust the idle. If you take it out, go counterclockwise, it lowers it. If you go in, it raises it. And also, I talked earlier about how I lost some, I think the cable stretched a little bit. So now I took out some of the free play here. So what you do to do that, adjust it, take this out. This will give you more free play going in. This will take out the free play going this way. And sometimes you need to pull the cable out a little bit to get it to move right. So here you lock it in. It's better if you have some really soft pliers, real soft ones. That's the best thing to do. So here's what we're doing. Always pull the clutch in to start it, because you got the safety thing. Okay, my idle's up around 1600. I like it around 1100. So I'm going to take this right here. A little bit more down. That's pretty good right there. That's a good motor right there. Like I say, we want to maybe adjust the needles. The pilot is for the low end, basically. The needles for the mid-range, and the main jet is for high speed. So, sounds good. Got a little steam coming off, but it's in the low 50s right now. So things may change a little bit as the weather warms up, but we're gonna ride her a little bit and see what happens. Okay. The bike runs really, really good. I want to ride it. If I can get a chance to ride it when it's like 65 degrees or more, I'm going to ride it some more in this temperature, just because I want to see if I can get something to leak or the battery to go bad or something, you know. But I wanted to try to that like 55 to maybe 58 mile an hour, 60. Just that on that, I had a little tiny gap there. We're going to try to dial that in. But you know, it might be just the temperature, but we want to fine tune the bike, you know. I mean, most people would just let it go as is. I mean, it's probably okay as is, but we're kind of funky and we're kind of nervous about our stuff being right. Outside of that, I mean, God, remember when we were all kids, we used to have the Chevy 350s and we'd take the air cleaner and dump it upside down, the lid, so it had that nice sucking sound. That's what you got going on here with these filters. And I'll tell you, with a Kirker pipe and these filters, the K&N filters, this thing is just balanced. I mean, it's got a serious balance to it. Okay, this is what we did with Celina Blue. It's got a 1045 piston kit in it, and I'll tell you, it's a 10 1/4 to 1 compression. And this made this motorcycle just like we like to put these in all the bikes we do, actually. I mean, this is really happening. It gives you the grunt. Now, I run high test gas with them, or the best. I like to run the best gas that I can get for these motorcycles at the pump, you know. So I always you run at least a 93 if I can. But this is what we use, and I highly recommend these. We sell these. Use if you got a KZ1000, punch it out a little bit, and this makes a big difference on what you're using. So this is actually pretty cool, and I hope Dave's gonna like this. I know I like it. Man, it's a nice bike. Okay, David, project's done. We did find one thing wrong with it. One of the left brake lines was leaking out of a washer, so we had to replace the washer here on the banjo bolt fitting. That is the only thing we found that was and it was a really minor leak, but it's perfect now. So and the only reason we found it was because we parked it underneath a place where we could see if there's anything seeping. So we have some nice parts on here, starting with the Pingle fuel valve, K&N filters. My polisher does the best work I've ever seen. EBC brake rotors. We're still waiting for the rear one to be made, United Kingdom, but after all the stuff is over with, hopefully that'll things will move along a little bit. Got a new master cylinder that we're now selling these. Your gauges were rebuilt by Don Fulsang in Florida. So if we kind of just go over everything a little bit, I'll give a little brief thing here. Starting out, we put the new rims on it. These are new DID rims, Kenda tires, Buchanan stainless steel spokes, the EBC rotors. This is all the replated stuff that we sell here at Johnny's. This is all nice. This is my kit for the forks with the seal. This is all our stuff here that we have made. We rebuilt the calipers. It is a dual disc now. Here's your dual splitter. We make these brake lines here at the shop. These are fenders that we sell here at the shop. These are very nice. Got lots of new parts. We have these lower gauges here, the gauge covers that gets powder coated over at Ace Powder Coating. Powder coated headlamp bucket, new turn signals, really nice used fork tubes. All the bolts are replated. This is replacement hose guides right here, cable guides, hose guides. The gas tank the paint job's beautiful that you gave us. It's beautiful. Got a Corbin seat. This is pretty cool. I rode the bike 90 miles and it's pretty comfortable. Well, actually my wife rode it a little bit too, so I didn't ride it all the 90 miles. I do want to ride a little bit more before we give it back to you, but if the shipper comes, this way it goes. If you look here, these are switches that we sell here at our shop. You had the powder coated clutch lever perch. Look at these beautiful, gorgeous bands, new old stock grips. This is the best. This is the best stuff on this motorcycle. These are all our bolts. This is all replated. You got Timken style bearings made by All Balls in the neck. Got nice caps right here. Powder coated clamps. Vapor blasted motor by Ace Powder Coating. You got the Dyna ignition, Dyna coils. I mean, just the detail, the polishing, the new intake manifolds, the nice center stand, the nice O-ring chain, new chain guard, replated chain adjusters. I mean, this is fantastic. This is we import these from Japan. this taillight assembly where you can get rid of the fender. This is all just so cool. And we got a Kirker header. These are made here in Ohio. Jet Hot did the front header. Then this is obviously natural chrome from Kirker. Got some, we spaced it out here so it's perfect. These are our shock bolts. We sell these shocks here. This is all powder coated. This is one of our brake lines. It's got a special rear master cylinder on it. We're no longer using the stock one. I mean, this is fantastic. Look how nice all that is. I mean, this is, and you got a sealed battery. You got a Rick's electric regulator rectifier in the bottom. I can't say enough good stuff about this bike. As you know, we are waiting on the brake rotor to come, and when we get that, I'll turn you on to that. Just the way the country's going now, it's just hard to get anything done, even though it's made in the United Kingdom. This is a beautiful motorcycle. It doesn't get any better than this. This has to be one of the best ones we've ever done. Always make sure when you put those back on, you hear it snap 3 times. If not, you can have nothing but trouble. We have a Spectro oil in it. We're running the 1040 petroleum-based oil. Motors are a little bit warm, not real warm. Hilo had it running earlier today. And look at this beautiful petcock right here. Now, I'm running it on reserve just because that's what I like to do. The motor is just a little tiny lukewarm. I can still put my hand on it. So let's see what's happening here. Just me personally, anything can always happen to these bikes. I'm gonna start it up. Now I'm allowing fuel to get to the carburetors right now, so it doesn't hurt to sit like 5, 10, 20 seconds, something like that. I'm not gonna try the choke because I don't think it needs it. And it's about probably 50 degrees out, 55 degrees. So I'm kind of pointed in where I want to go. Pull the clutch in, no gas. Okay, starts up. Very nice bike. I always like to let them warm up a little bit. So what I like to do is while I'm doing it, I like to do a little safety inspection. One, left, right. So I think I'm safe. I got the switch over here, turn it on. It's on. High, low. Can't see the brake light, but I think I got one. Okay, so we're warming up a little bit. Now don't forget, this has the big Wiseco kit. This is a like a 1045 kit. And this thing's got some grunt like you can't believe. Really, this is a really nice balanced bike with the Kirker, the Wiseco big bore kit. I mean, this is as best as you can get. So, got her in gear. Got some grunt. it gets it on. It doesn't hesitate. You can just go around in circles like this. It's nice. It's smooth. You can do your own little flat track or whatever. I think this is going to be a great everyday rider. Cool, but it's cool. This is a cool bike. I don't know when you get to, I got it idling about 1100 RPM. Now, once you run it and it gets nice and warm, there's a screw here. So make it run a lot faster. Break her down like this, go counterclockwise or lower it. So you can kind of play with it. Sometimes when it's really hot, you got to adjust it. Sometimes it's really cold, you got to adjust it. And now this beautiful bike is in the ring. I hope you like it. I love it. And tell all your friends. It doesn't get any better than that. We believe in these fuel valves, these pingles. I mean, you got a real expensive motorcycle, so you don't know leaks. But anyway, not all pingles are the same. So this is off. Reserve is in the center. And this is on. See how perfect that clears the cover? I mean, this bike's set up nice. Perfect. So there's on, reserve, and off. And it's marked here too, so you can read that. All right, nothing but the best. All right, thanks, Dave. Hey, this is a common place we used to get pictures all the time, but looks like they sold it and they're making it into a house now. But it's totally cool. Just put gas in it, and you're getting about 33 miles to the gallon. May get better, may get worse, I don't know. About 118 miles on it now, and it's just perfect. Everything is perfect. Runs great. It's fantastic. And we're gonna do some photos here because we always like this place. Hope you like it, Dave. You've done this before.
Not here, but I've backed this truck in some pretty good places. Yeah, I was waiting for you guys to come out and stop traffic. I saw an opening in the traffic, thought I'm going for it.
Hey Dave, here's the trucking company, Daily Direct. And then this is like I was telling you, they got bowling ball floors. So this is as professional as humanly possible, in my opinion. And this is why I told you about these guys. They do a lot of shipping for my friend in California, and this is where we send all our stuff. They got double stacked, as my wife's showing you right now. I mean, this is totally happening. So I decided to tell you where we're at, and I think this was a good choice, and I'm sure you'll be happy with these guys. They'll take care of you. There goes Celina Blue. That is the nicest one. That is the nicest one. That is the nicest one.
I agree.
152 miles on that motorcycle. Still like new. And even the driver likes it. Is this the nicest one you've seen in some time?
Yes, absolutely. This is gorgeous. Not at all what I was expecting. I've hauled a lot of KZ1000s, and I've never seen one this nice.
We love it.
Now apparently this is going to be taken to Milwaukee, their warehouse, and then picked up and taken to Oklahoma City,
Then to Florida.
then to Florida from there. couple of steps.
I'm gonna miss it.